Okay, let's get into this. I've come back from my little cottage trip, and I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to go. I think this is a pretty important release. This is the one that was voted for. I kind of expected that, but I still wanted to do it anyways because this was a pretty good week for album releases, I'd say. But yeah, Utopia, Travis Scott's new album, was definitely the most relevant or the most hyped. You know, it's been a while since we got a Travis Scott album. I believe, what, 2018? Astroworld. Yeah, I'm relatively a big fan of Travis Scott, I'd say. The album Rodeo is really up there for me. The Birds album, or whatever, that he released after that, it was certainly a disappointment in comparison, but you know, there was quite a handful of good tracks on there, I must say. Astroworld is a great album, great album, and now we have Utopia. I've heard a little bit of stuff, like a little bit of songs on Days Before Rodeo, but not the whole thing. Okay. What am I to say, okay? He didn't really have like much like time to really like talk about it beforehand, like it was more like up in the air, and then he was like, okay, I was releasing blah blah blah. So cool. Good for the boy. Let's go in.
The situation we are in at this time, neither a good one. Okay, this shit is out of control. I'm driving through hell and I done brought snow. It's shining in here and I done brought gold. I hear the sirens right out the chateau. Run me the info. Write a show by myself like I'm Chelsea Handler. I write a series by my bitches like I'm Kelsey Graham. Let me name the Jet J-Hawk cause it's out of Kansas. You know it's more than in my talk, I'm in my Esperanza. You know it's lemon water while we gotta fill the stands up. C notes, B notes, I took the biggest boat. We stayed down for life. It's like a jingle to do them all. We too much involved to spend a single ounce of time. She busts a whole ounce by doing lines. I got it with me, I'm shiny while I let you with me. I'm too busy, let you ride Billy till it's empty. Gotta feel me, pockets dumb fat, and I got a skinny squad that's with me. And that's everything I know about it, know about it, know about it, know about it, know about it.
Mother Earth is pregnant for the third time. But y'all have not heard her. I have tasted the maggots in the man of the universe.
Let's continue on. I do like that song.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process. One life, live it in. That's life. For times, for life. Trying his best. Top of the pole. Me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. This shit sound hard. That's life. For times, for life. For life, for now, my eyes. What they not. Yeah. Last day was filled with slaps. I guess gotta bring shit back. Feel like the way this shit went down. After it was, I admit it turned to a beast. Can short my stock, I still stack tall. You still can't trade me. Storms are minor, but you know she living major. When you flying up the side, ain't no cables.
Okay, thank God, relatively short song. You know, he's working on this like hook for this first half, breaks into something else for that second half, and then you have that like that kind of that final verse that kind of really closes things down. This is interesting. Coming from Astroworld, I'm thinking like with Astroworld, you're really set into the moment right away. It's banger. And this is more moody. It's more moodier. You know, it's got its experimental sound to it, but it also is still very much so a mainstream appeal to this. You know what I mean? It's not breaking forth as far as it could, but it's certainly. You know, the sound is coming to a shock, you know what I mean? A little bit of the, a dark sound, but you know, it still doesn't push that to that full envelope. But okay, this is a pretty good song as well.
Yeah. To the maker. Baby, please get off the gram. I like you better in the stands. I upgrade my OnlyFans. They do it, don't need a cam. I like a bi girl on a bicycle. Then I bought a car, now she feel entitled. My dick so hard, poking like the Eiffel. I just need the world, I ain't hard to please. Where I keep the knowledge, think I'm Socrates. tease. Forever favor. You are great. You a shaker. Club breaker. I'm outside like I'm on patrol. I hear the zeitgeist, now I'm in the zone. You know they say you up when you finally free. It won't feel right if it's only me. If you scared, niggas say your grace. Even in the winter, it's a summer jam. I told her buckle up, cause it's going down. It's like just break it. I know you lying outside waiting in line. Didn't do one at a time. I know you lying. Do it, baby. You got my consent, baby. Oh, it's the remix. Oh, this is a remix.
Man, this is a shame. This is a shame. First off, I will say, already first 3 tracks, I just looked back to the track listing of like Astroworld, and I'm like, you know, Stargazing, Carousel, Sicko Mode, those first 3 songs compared to the first 3 songs here. Like, nah, man, I think that album still got me. It still got me, like, feeling ways. Like, that was, like, you know, much more of this psychedelic sound. I'm really falling into what Travis is doing as a vocalist. Not feeling that so far here. But I do like the first 2 songs. But track 3 here, not the biggest fan of this one. Paced on this one, I don't like the lengthy feeling on this one, especially too just these drums. Drums not doing it for me. Travis Scott lyrically not really vibing with him. I mean, he's being silly on this one, but I just don't feel like it's working well with that beat. Okay, like if we're having a verse like this, I feel like I want to feel something else beat wise. Chorus though, I like the chorus. It's a short chorus, right? But I think it's cute. I think it's fun. Cool. Tizo. Okay, well there's a lot of breaks, like with, you know, no lyrical part from Tizo and his little part, and I feel like it just drags on a little bit too long, but once we get that final little hook from him, that before she let me in, she gotta pat me down, I do like that. But yeah, this song is a little annoying for me. You got Frank on this? Just saying. It feels like a Bonnie Bear song, too.
1,000 on my feet, stacks put it on my seat, 2,000 on my eyes.
My Eyes, that's the first song on here where I'm totally sold. I'm like, yes, yes, yes! I'm upset that it took till track 4, but that's okay, man. We got 19 tracks on here as well, so how you can feel about an album at this length, you know, it's up in the air at this point. We continue on. But, you know, we get Vernon on here, we get Bonnie Bear on here, loving it, love it, it's very cute. You know, we get this little good auto-tune moments from Travis at the start of it. I'm enjoying that. First verse is pretty good from him. Sampha too, very small thing from Sampha, but whatever, I'll take it. You have this little beat switch in here, and then, you know, Travis really starts rapping. He really starts rapping on here. He does say something here too that I just caught me on because this is about that crowd, you know, all those people dying in that crowd that he did do for an Astroworld festival. He says if they just knew what Scotty would do to jump off the stage and save him a child. So, okay, right, because again, he got into a lot of controversy about this, right? Like in the sense where people were kind of saying that the rumors, that even says here on Genius, the rumors of him being able to see victims being injured and choosing not to take action and stop the show to receive help. Okay, and then I guess he goes in later kind of saying like, or yeah, expressing the guilt he's felt since the incident because of a 9-year-old child dying, right? If to jump off the stage to save him a child. Now, okay, I've never watched an interview, but I guess he went on an interview. It's one of those things. I can't really speak on what Travis should have done in this situation, because I've never had to go through anything like this. I don't know what it would have been like. And regardless of maybe him not commenting on things as soon as it began, regardless of that, I do kind of understand that if you had to go through a perspective of people dying at your concert like this, you know, you are also a person grieving this at the end of the day, okay? I don't care if, like, you know, he's in this privileged position, millionaire, making music, you know, having death connected to you in a concert you were putting on. I mean, that's gonna fuck with you, and I'm sure it certainly did fuck with them. But you know, we have this was, yeah, what was that? That was when did this happen? Okay, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Okay, well, yeah. So we have had him talk about it now. I don't know if he's going to talk about it later on this album again, but yeah. Anyways, this is easily the best song on here. My Eyes.
I took the drive to clear my mental. We'll take the whip, but it's a bite. It's dinner time, I got it on me. Montgomery, go Ted Bundy, then go home and play Al Bundy. The car black, and you know it got a sky limit. I make a meal every, you decide, choice is yours. Like the fans, got them jumping with no hands. Need more spaces when we jam.
Okay, God's Country here, track 5. I don't really have many feelings on this too. Yeah, it's a very short song. Beat on this is very odd. Travis, the way he's rapping, it's very peculiar. Okay, all right. Geez, 5 tracks in though, like I'm not like I don't know what to think or feel.
And the stars are running. When I look for you, you're never we have to spread out the word. Watches and I'm playing verses. They in the bushes, they lurking. Might gotta call the insurgents. She wanna fuck with a purpose. I gotta juggle my urges. Got a couple departments. Both them bad as EL. They yell cry when he yell. Kids I live my P-Pel. You locked in the prequel. Meet me at the festive. VL. Need a reason. Up from 2 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon. It's a festival right in my room. Soon as the sun up, you know that we boom. Mary Pussle, we out to Cancun. We gon' give all this credit to go. Okay, bow everywhere and smile. I know sometimes I be in denial. I know sometimes I be in the wild. How I rockin' the.
This song's kind of cool. Like this song consistently, it's got this very weird, clunky, the kind of industrial psych sound. So listening to this song, I am thinking, I'm like, okay, man, like I really am understanding you know, embodying this new sound that you have here. So yeah, you know, all the power to him here. This is a pretty cool song. This is pretty cool. But I am thinking now, like, what it's going to be like listening to this album front to back later. Like, it's certainly, you know, I'm like confused just because of this. There's really this new environment for me to be sitting in for Travis Scott. Like, I don't think I was fully expecting that. But, you know, it's never a bad thing, is it?
Tensions is definitely rising. Teed up right now. Tea-time like I got a cup of this shit. Tea-time like golf at 5:45. I love to fuck on a regular bitch. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my dick. And TV producers, we airing the shit. She asking for bread for her parents and shit. I told her I don't got no cash and she said she could wait on a rack on some Arabic shit. I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage shit. Since we not around, the members done hung up the Louis. They not even wearing that shit. Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? And they scared of the 7. After 1-3, then we turn up 11. Keep the shit open like 7-Eleven. Can collect calls right off of the celly. Gave her the blues, not talking about belly. Don't keep it sincere, I go Machiavelli. I got the juice now, it's heavy. Always on tea time, been ready. Willy Wonka factory. Burn that athlete like it's calories. Find another flame out of me. Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy?
Okay, the more straight up rap song on this we got is naturally, naturally it's the one with Drake. And Drake, Drake, he sells, man. He comes in here and he's going in hard, okay? I really don't have any problems with this verse. I am kind of interested in what this diss is, though, since this is becoming such a relevant thing to social media. So there's the verse here. I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all that heritage shit. Since V not around, the members done hung up the Louis. They're not even wearing that shit. Don't come to the boy about repairing some shit. Don't come to the boy about sparing some shit. You lucky that Vogue was soon, because I would have been with the Wasses in Paris and shit. Okay, they were making fake Vogue magazines, and a lawsuit happened because of that. Okay, Virgil Abloh. So Drake sent shots towards Pharrell Williams as the newly appointed men's creative director for Louis Vuitton, replacing Virgil. That's why Drake states the fashion company isn't as popular. Okay. So he's saying, like, you're not like Virgil. Okay. Ooh, Jesus, man. Furthermore, Drake refers to the jewelry he flexed in the official music video for Jumbotron Shit Poppin', which I don't think I've heard that. I haven't listened to that album, actually. And it was designed by Williams. Hence why Drake notes he merely melted it down. Okay, so the Pusha T thing was that Drake raps and Pusha's lucky that Vogue sued him, otherwise he would have been with the Was Gang, a street gang from Toronto, to harm the two. There's just something kind of cringy about this sort of beef to, like, bring this up even. It just seems fucking cringe. Okay, I'm not going to be sitting here and seeing this and thinking, like, oh, Drake, you just spit bars against them, because to me it just seems like, what's it called? Manufactured beef. Manufactured beef. So, like, honestly, if I was Pusha T or Pharrell, I wouldn't even step to this shit, like, even saying anything. Okay, next song.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time.
Something I don't give a shit.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. In the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
That's me part my shit, nigga live, hold shit.
Going crazy, shot, I've been hitting deep in. She not in the scene, shit, she tryna go.
That's the future.
I got this hoe with me, she tryna show me something. I got flows for daddy, niggas ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like they know we don't wanna shoot. What the fuck, these niggas ain't like they know what. Double O kick the shit we told us. Switch out the bag, these niggas get rolled up.
Okay, Fiend is pretty cool. It's like, I think it's really working in Playboi Carti's, like, like it works for him in the sense too, where it's got that sort of beat for him, makes sense. Weird, we have Carti kind of going into this deeper voice. If it is, it says it's him on Genius. I'm just not sure because it just sounds so fucking. I was like, what? Like he's doing like a Danny Brown type thing now, Okay.
Statues in the next room. Aliens in escrow. What's the whole thing? Ignore the dress code. Step into the ballroom.
Back it up.
night is to let go, let go.
So let your waist just get unbelievable. Infected with your vexing things that go. At times from us I see your face. I drive driving reckless through a storm. It's you a breakfast in the morning. My nights is a normal advice ain't informal. I did try to warn you before they went swarm you.
The feeling in my day, you gotta feel so breaking to the echo. Race of freedom, never let you go. Coming alive from the
DELRESTO Echoes, yeah, this is one of the better songs on here. I would just say even how it's structured, I'd say this is one of the better songs. Cool, like, clunky house beat on this, and I think getting Beyonce on this was a very smart decision too. She fucking kills this. Yeah, okay.
Tell me, is you still up? It's 5 AM and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 bitches sucking like bisons. I just any money roll the dice since I picked she ain't even really my type, and then for your spot, and I fit it, girl, I fit it, yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove, or you want someone like you? You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before. I'm looking at her, and her starting to turn into you. Now you starting to fuck up my mind. Is it you, is it her? We probably trapped to the birds. Actually matters my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding up senses elite. I don't make it squeak, make it squeak. I make this shit beat. Well, sit by yourself a minute from there. Is this a room for me? Baby, do tell. Tell me, is you still up? It's 5 AM and I'm drunk right now.
Okay, I think I like the song. I know, he's he's sort of just being like this fuckboy, that's kind of the lyrical vibes that he's bringing off, but he's sort of suggesting that, like, he is kind of aware of his stupidity, in the situation. I think this is kind of like the most accessible song so far, and it's got this really nice hook on it, so this one's selling for me, I will say.
Twin bitches hopping up a jet ski.
Travis, what if they twins and they Siamese, but they won't fuck us both? Why would she want to suck our toes? I'm trying to make her come. Told her throw it back and put that pussy on.
Told her sit it on this dick, I took the glizzy on me. And you know this life been busy, man, I'm busy on me. And I come through, throw a pack, she never leave me lonely. Yeah, I can't do no cuddles, can't stay till the morning. She an angel in the streets, a demon undercover. Cold in the summer, keep her meat. Tell me what you doing for. Ben, I think another nigga do it for before you blink. Highway moving right behind me, a fleet.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, give me 2 days, I bet he drop pussy.
Sitting sideways with a drink while I think. Bitches get cold in the summer, keep them meat. Bitches, twin bitches hopping up a jet ski. It's not electric, this shit gassed up, can you catch it? The Virgin jet ski 10150, check the leverage. This shit get thicker than the bitch with stripes unless you tell me. Hey twin, call her twin, tell her I'm in town now. London bitch, she wanna lick, she dropped a pin to pound town.
Okay, Utopia Twins, it's alright, but I'm not that big on this one. I feel like, too, the hook on this is quite weak. Lyrically, this lyrically, too, I think is not working for me the best, although barring 21 Savage, I think 21 Savage rhymes this well, and I feel like 21 Savage definitely outsells Travis on this, but yeah, this is one of the weaker cuts. This is one of the weaker cuts on here.
Goddamn game.
back in, I naturally breathe in, like a waste satisfaction, under my world where it's packed in, and outside I got traffic, cause it's something wreak havoc. Yeah, I know when it's drastic, where it's going, when I back up emotions, honestly I'm controlling.
I know our love is forsaken, but do you care if our love's alive? Or do you wanna be famous?
I need to travel, so I need me a time vault. I've been up in Cabo with my Paleo Santo, in this world look around, yo. It's just mano we mano. Off the socket, turn to Socrates, at the moments on the ground.
Two Socrates references down.
Cause we break his
Multiple not good.
and you know that we down.
I'm waiting on a let go. I know myself, I know exactly how to make you special. Go, let
Okay, I also think Circus Maximus may be one of my least favorite tracks on here too. Like, I think these drums on here, that's just honestly not enough for me. And wow, is The Weeknd ever, you know, like underutilized? Okay, like I feel like taking away from the beat and just letting The Weeknd sing is just sort of like annoying. It's like, okay, Weeknd, you know what to do. Your voice is good enough. But I feel like, it, you know, kind of putting him into that sound cohesively a little bit more would have been better. It would have benefited, would have made the song better. Okay, whatever.
I stand tall, I fall. Ride parasail, rolling through the grass, shaded under the trees, looking through a glass, watching, trying to make it last. Birds flying through the bush, baby. Success comes so easy for you. They're waiting behind that car. I forget myself. I forget myself. I choose to feel good.
Okay, Parasail, I don't mind this, it's alright. You know, working with this acoustic, I think the emotive vocals from Travis, it's alright. Lean gets a very short element to this, very short element, but alright. You know, I will always appreciate getting a little bit more lean in my life, but yeah, it's alright. It's okay. I don't have strong feelings about this song.
Big me, I move at night when they really can't see me. I ran it back last time, but it ain't last time. I got so much around the house, I had to hide mine. I took 'em out of office, now they work for me now. I took her out the background, she played the lead now. Put her in the back, can't hold the trees down. Trying to tell you what I need, somebody do that there. Yeah, I went up, do that there. Late at night and hungry, let you keep do that there. Told ya I'ma be right back as long as do that there. Told ya I'ma be right back as long as be me.
Bling bling, I get a rush every time I see some diamonds. She get it up, she gon' bounce it like a trampoline. Keep up with swag, she be fresher than a mannequin. Off diamonds, I got plenty. Lift it up, add it out like Lennon. Rolls Royce, big old truck, I'm in it. Bouncing around like he won't smoke, I'm a chillin'. Talking near with no gold, I got rose gold teeth and rose gold rims on my rose. Peter with it looking, we getting richer than a bookie.
Baby, I'm up at night when they really can't see. Without going deep, Shakespeare took the squad, brought the play right here. Got the vision and I made that clear. Up from deep, find a vice, man, I can't stay away. Find it hard, why I can't play. See the top 10 pin list, I don't even know how they could pin this. Knowing that I'm the human Pinterest. You need me? Stick to the code, binary like eyes and nose. It is what it is, that's just how it goes. Pure session, I just kept progressing, finally found the flow. If the answer's down there with the double, I may never know. Back y'all, bitch, I'm a lone star. The drop top came with the top, I cut the dome part. My brody
keep a stainless, there still ain't no chrome. I cut some off, I have to better myself. Utopia this shit. I was thinking that we both could be rich. I guess it's one-sided. Crazy how they love to talk shit, ain't got no trident. I'm loyal, bitch, I got yay over Biden. I let this shit go.
Okay, Skitzo here. I think like the last third of this is not bad. I do like those beat switches during that part, but I will say this lengthy 6-minute track, I don't think he's holding on to it for 6 minutes.
Too many hours, all in the day I sent the flowers. They talking roses, I'm talking louder. Asked if she got high, I wouldn't doubt it. Took her through the hills at noon, she felt up, she felt up.
Yo, whip the cocaine to the pop bus. You was on the porch, I was locked up. Two-tone Maybach truck with the Maxwell. Shit, head to the flow. Dior goggles, I ain't playing with your rose. I was South Beach with the poles in the road. Seagulls, alligators on the toe. Streets like Greeny got Wayne Perry digits. Socks, Burberry, dick sucks on the visit.
We're gonna get the best beat, best verse from Westside. Alright.
But I ain't convinced. Never met her, she been shake, she don't need a wrist. Took her off the O into the D, she ain't take a fix. Way we got it bouncing off the boards, we make it press.
Lost Forever, dark vibe throughout this, and I'm loving the drum on this one. And you know, Westside absolutely kills, absolutely sells. I think Lost Forever is definitely easily one of the best songs on here. Also, James Blake is kind of cool with this. That pitched up little thing we got from him works very well.
I get it, love, they love me long time. I get it, love, they love me long time. They give me love, they love the Scott. They love how to diss rock, they love in the jock. The Wi-Fi, we got spot and connect to the block. Rolling through the club, we feeling the love. Rolling in my trees, they jocking my steeds, baby. They love me, yeah, they love me long time. They love me, let it show me love. Y'all feel like that? I like that. Y'all feel like that? Stars align, remember what was Ramadan. I try a line, I try some crime, I try to dime, but now it's time. Maybe now it's time.
Okay, now we got something from Kid Cudi just to end us out.
Tonight you see young and the love and they hear me. All the vibes of a never city. Get on with your life. Think about it, what they do, I'll meet you tonight, you know. Never lie, but you're fire on the mission. Ain't they looking down, but they didn't. Let me sip it to my mother, sip on the nose, smoking plenty with tequila, baby.
Fun one. That's probably one of the funner tracks on here. It's consistent. Weird beat on there as well. Fuck. Good shit. Next up, we're listening to this song, which I heard is not good. I have heard that, so let me think how I feel.
Switch. Move that shit out here. You full off one sip. Falling off it, I got grip. But I understand, I sin, I've been. Can't forget about that place we went. Right, if you put that in my hand. Do you still pop on to your dance? Do you still drop some? No, you can't. Ya no tengo la rodeo. Ahora nadie va a me poteo. Ey, y te lo mato. Al frente de la playa. Tú bien loca, loca. Yo bien loco, loco. Sale tu mano, pilla. Me pido una foto. That night was just so fun, but I need you like soon. You come back on it some. When she get back quick, we run it back 1, 2.
The biggest problem with this song is certainly its beat. It's very stripped back. It's
calling out my name. No, I'm broken my face up. No, I have to keep up. Mommy, you love me. You can tell me you love me, even if you don't mean it. Sex will make you believe it. Love it when you upon me.
okay, so I know exactly what the problem is with K-pop. I kind of get why people are upset or mad about this song. It just, like, the backing of this is just lacking, right? I mean, even some of the songs that I may not be the biggest fan on this, I do think, like, at least the beat, there is some sort of creative direction, or it feels kind of fresh. This song just doesn't really feel very fresh, you know? Honestly, too, I think the saddest part about this is I think The Weeknd is the one who's giving the weakest performance on this. That's kind of a shame. Naturally, Bad Bunny, I think Bad Bunny rocks on this, but at the same time, right, Bad Bunny is singing over something that's still very minimal, okay? I think I would have wanted more from that backing. Yeah, this is just a whatever forgettable song. I've certainly heard worse music in this world, but it's not really. I don't understand why he put this on here.
I could've took the pain, I could've went outside. Street stuff and raised me, but I ain't have my dad. Niggas tryna clone me, run off with my swag. For selling cocoa, and I know I'm due for a $3 advance.
I can see the future, I can see the future. I want you to take the wheel. I recognize this too. Might as well turn up now. He gon' pop up unannounced to the trumpets. Do you like the way I so loud? I can hear the crowd so loud. Do you like the way it sounds? I can see the future. Robin with the storm and some troopers. Riding through the shit is stupid. The sky walking around like I'm Luca.
Automatic dig when you going against my family. If you break off my public, I just bought another baddie. Another toxic when she met me, I was a savage. HYAENA hills, trying to avoid any madness. All because my fame, bitch said she ashamed to love me in public, rather go private. Count so much money to my skin peel. She red beans like the real pill.
This is a really good one. This one in future is like a real big part to why this is such a good song. That chorus is really good for Travis. Good.
You can see the future is a sparkle in your eye. When you wanna put my thigh, can't let you. Niggas plotting my demise. I got murder on my mind. I got me. You started first, man, you fell out of pocket. You fucked that girl that you met at the party. I got some new niggas down in the lobby. How can I sleep when you out catching bodies? Working for me, yeah. I can see the future. I can see the future.
3 master performances on this. This is a sadder, moodier track. You know, he's not going into some experimental territory with this one. Oh my god! I like this one.
I don't blame you. You should be done with me. I don't blame you. Or ease. Like the covers come off in the heat. I should've waited some more. I should've never pushed you. I always pushed you.
She said she seen us being somebody gold. What are those? I thought about giving you the key to my heart, but it's froze.
21 Savage he is not playing well with the ladies, okay?
So she never let her in. Always knew she always on one, and I can bear it. Yeah, I can bear it. We go now. Now you're done with me. Now you're done.
Okay. That's the last song in here. I really like this song as well. I think, you know, the way Travis is rapping is a very throwback to the sound he's had before, but everything is working well in here. I love the ambient aesthetic on this one, and I think James Blake is naturally selling. This is, I guess, I don't know how many collabs he's had with them, but, you know, Mile High on James Blake's album, but okay. That's the album, eh? First go on this is 19-track whopper, okay? This is like an hour and 15-minute long album. Like, he did not want to, you know, spare the length on this. He really want to go for that. And what am I thinking about Utopia? I think it's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good album. But I'm still looking at this from, you know, the hype perspective. The hype perspective, right? If I'm thinking about what we got from, you know, Rodeo is such a brilliant album, it's really up there for me, but with Astroworld, the last album, and Astroworld is a very big commercial success and relatively big critical success as well, and for him to be gone for so long and to come back and be like, yo, like, you ready for Utopia? I mean, the type of hype that's around this, and I don't know what to think. I definitely need a few more spins to see if it'll sell for me, but this is not hitting that hype that I wanted it to, though. You know, I certainly am definitely liking Rodeo more, and Astroworld, I would say I'm definitely liking more as well. With Astroworld, I do think that you know, it's not as consistent as once it trails off, but that track run, that first few track run on Astroworld, nah, it can't be beaten. I don't think Utopia will be able to beat that. No, but I do think that, you know, he's still going into a new creative angle. I think enough of these beats are certainly showing me he wants to slightly be industrial. He wants to be a little bit moodier and darker, right? I don't think Travis Scott is seen as a dark rapper, really, right? He is certainly more into that partying rap vibe or scene, right? Lyrically, I would say overall, just from what I was seeing, I'm not too crazy about it. I don't know if that will change, but that's not really the reason why you listen to Travis Scott, so that's not what I'm here for. It's more for the vibe. Yeah, I'm in between a 7 to a 7.5 right now. It's a 7 to a 7.5. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Again, with 19 tracks, there's going to be enough. There's going to be a handful on here that you're certainly going to be picking up or enjoying, but I'm certainly not blown away. I'm just sort of more like, all right, you succeeded. You didn't fail me, Travis, but you didn't make like one of the memorable albums of the year, I think, for me. And naturally, I'm going to be disappointed. You know, like I was already saying, coming from Astroworld, I was kind of excited for sure. But yeah, okay, I'm going to listen to it a few more times. I doubt it's really going to get a higher score. I'm doubting, but I don't think it will get a lower score either, because I do think at least the songs that I really liked on here will be enough to keep it at that. So okay, I came back to this new Travis Scott album, Utopia, a few more times, and oh god, the thing is like coming back to this, like giving it this score is kind of disappointing, only in the sense where with this 19-track album, there's highs and there's lows, right? So there's certainly moments better than the score, but there's moments that are also lower than that score. So final score on this, yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I like this album. I certainly like this album. I think what provides this album with its quality the most is its production. You know, there's fantastic production throughout this. There's a lot of great industrial type sounds on this, I would say, for the most part. I'm really enjoying that, especially, you know, the way this album starts off with HYAENA, I think is, you know, very chaotic. A beat to work on this. I would say there's good emotive moments on here as well, with something like My Eyes, or what we're getting later, right? Telekinesis as well. Features on this. I gotta be honest, at the end of the day, I do think the best song on here for me may actually be the song with Drake. And coming back to it, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Drake's like beef on it, he's fucking rapping, bro. Drake is rapping. Drake has got the fucking energy that was required from me. I'm also naturally, being a Cardi fan, liking Cardi on this. Deep voice on that was pretty cool. I messed with that, and I would say SZA and Future on Telekinesis, that's also pretty big. Disappointments on this album, I will say, big disappointments on this album. The Weeknd. The Weeknd's contributions to this album are pretty boring, which is a shame, because I love The Weeknd. I love my boy The Weeknd. Young Thug, his verse on Skitzo was pretty boring as well, but Skitzo is one of the lower songs on here as well. I don't think Travis really really comes to save that song either. Yeah, this is good. It's pretty good. Yeah, maybe 19 tracks wasn't necessary. Like, getting through this album, it's long. Like, it's lengthy. And I don't have anything against lengthy albums, right? But having a lengthy album where there's already, like, lows on the album, it's going to be disappointing. Okay? That is going to hit with a disappointment. I understand that people are saying this is better than Astroworld, but I can't see it. I don't see this being better than Astroworld. The one thing I will say about something like Astroworld is, yes, that album does have lows on it, like inconsistency with tracks, but also, too, the way that album starts off, like that 6-7 track run that it begins with, how seamlessly that works. Like, I don't think this album has anything like that. And this album also has, like, a moment where, you know, you're really stuck with songs that aren't that good. I mean, tracks 11 to 14, like, that run there is really where things are definitely slowing down for me. But all right, okay, you know, this isn't anything crazy, you know, for what, like a 5-year waiting 5 years, I'm not like blown away, you know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, Travis is back, but I am going like, all right, he still got it. Okay, he didn't lose it, right? But at the end of the day, like, my opinions on him coming from Rodeo at this point being one of the greatest hip-hop albums, greatest trap albums, really, in like the modern trap genre, it's starting to feel like lightning in a bottle. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna ever get that fully back. I know people were saying that this is the most Rodeo sounding album, and maybe in a way, but I don't think that comes from like the way like the content in those songs, how much fun that was, especially too, we're not getting that specific auto-tune from Travis that I think was working on that angle as well. Yeah, I'd say a lot of the times here, Travis, on a bars or a flow perspective, could have went further, and I don't think he goes that far angle to really stand out, I think, but whatever. Isn't bad. It's pretty good. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, put a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.